Hi, welcome to Avi's Kosher Kitchen. It's me again, Avi, saying L'chaim again. And this time with another great wine from our friends at kosherwine.com. A Casa del Cielo, a beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon. And it is just great. Nice estate bottled in Chile. They import it directly, so there's no middleman. The prices are great. You got to check them out, kosherwine.com, and pick this up. Very good price point. Let's say L'chaim Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Borei Pri HaGefen. And I'll tell you, ounce for ounce, very tasty. We are going to make lamb lollipops today. You heard me right. I said lamb lollipops. Now, these are lollipops that your kids are going to go crazy for, not because they're so sweet and sugary and drippy and bad for them and all like that, but because they happen to taste really good, and your kids are going to really recognize that. Okay, so we start here with about a pound of ground lamb. This is courtesy of our friends over at Cold Foods. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a second. We're going to start, before we season though, we're going to take our pan, get it on the fire here, and I want to get this heated up. A little olive oil in it, and I've got about a whole onion, kind of a small one, nicely diced. That goes in, and that's just going to start to sizzle around while we season the meat. I'm going to set that aside so you can see a little bit better what we're doing. So like I said, pound of ground lamb from Cold Foods. A little salt goes in here. A little granulated garlic, always good. I'm going to have a little, what is this? Cinnamon! Whoa! Say hello to my friend Cinnamon. Okay, here we go. A little cinnamon in the lamb is always good. A little cumin. Just put some of that in there. Not too heavy. It's a little heavier than I wanted, but it's okay. My secret ingredient, but I'm going to tell you that in a minute, because before I put the secret ingredient, we are going to take some mint leaves. We don't want to go too much on these. Just 3 or 4 mint leaves. That's all you need. You're going to take them and do a little chiffonade on them. Basically roll them up and then cut them up. They go in. And I'm going to do the same with a couple of nice sweet basil leaves. Again, not too many. This is about 2.5 nice big ones. Again, little roll them, chop them. The stems, we don't need that. And this goes in here. Yeah, the stems, you're going to be chewy and everything else like that. And now I told you my secret ingredient for any kind of a lamb dish for me. I happen to love this. It's a beautiful spice from the Mideast, cardamom. Very powerful. When you smell it, you're going to go, wow. And you don't need a lot. So in fact, just so I don't make any mistakes, I'm going to just sprinkle about that much, a pinchful or so, a little bit more, just in there. Now, we're going to mix up our lamb gently, 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 okay? You do not want to go and be some kind of a macho guy and work this thing with your hands, and you're trying to prove something. What it does when you overwork the meat, it makes it a little chewy and it makes it dense. You want to have the spices mixed in, but just nice and layered. Okay, so now that is just kind of mixed and nice, I'm gonna move our pan over because it's about to go into the pan. Okay, here's our onions. You can see they're starting to do well. Okay, we're gonna just lower the heat just a little bit. Okay, we'll jump them up. Okay, now I'm gonna take the lamb and we're gonna just roll them into what looks like little lamb meatballs. Okay, I'm just gonna do a bunch of these. Now I'm gonna take a cinnamon stick. Nice cinnamon stick goes right in here, and the lamb just kind of drapes over, hence lamb lollipops. And that goes right into our pan. Now, I'm going to take this for each one, and it goes right in there with the onions. Okay, there they are. We've had the perfect amount of cinnamon sticks for our lamb. Now, let me clear my board. And while they cook, what we're going to do is, by the way, take a little white wine. I've got a nice Chardonnay here, also from our friends over at kosherwine.com. Just a little bit, just in the bottom of the pan, just to give it a little aromatic. Oh, and it's giving it, you know what? I'm going to throw in a little bit of red wine too. This is a nice Syrah. Actually, it's a Malbec Syrah, so it's a little hint of sweetness to it. That's just going to go. Now, while I dice up this tomato, I want to tell you a little bit about the meat from Whole Foods. You've heard me tell it to you before. No antibiotics, no growth hormones, 100% grass-fed lamb. What does that mean, 100% grass-fed? It means that from start to finish, all this little guy ate was grass, which is his natural diet. It's what they're supposed to eat. It's what God meant for them to eat, not all this grain and other stuff like that. And you'll see some other meats, by the way, that may say grain-fed, or grass-fed rather. That doesn't mean they're 100% grass-fed. In fact, this is the only kosher meat that is 100% grass-fed, start to finish. Better for you, healthier, and I've said enough, and you're probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but it's just that good. All right, I've got my tomato nicely diced. Not too, we're not getting too small in the chunks in the dice. You want to be, you know, it's okay to be a little bit big. You rotate my meat around here. Just want to get it going on all sides. Now, when you eat food, you eat first with your eyes and your nose, and then with your mouth. And I'm going to tell you, right now, my nose is on flavor overload because the effervescence that is arising from this pan, between the cinnamon going in here and the cardamom and all the other flavors, is really, 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 really special. Now, my tomatoes, they go in. I just want the tomatoes to kind of cook down in there. Going to bring a little flavor to it, a little bit of something, a little bit of color when we serve it. Now, into this, I've got a couple more mint leaves. Again, roll them and cut them, and they go in. Very nice. I've got a little bit more basil. I'm only going to do about 2 or 3 small leaves right now, but we'll do a little basil garnish later, just over the top. That goes in. Doesn't that look nice? Look at the green and the red. And I got to tell you, again, the smell is just. Now this thing needs to cook a little bit, so I'm going to let it cook down about 10 minutes here, and we're going to really be in lamb lollipop heaven. All right, it's been about 10 minutes or so, and the lamb lollipops are done. And I can tell you, I can't wait. Not a moment too soon are they done. Let's get them plated up. These are great, by the way, because you could just take these right by the cinnamon stick like this, and you jump into them and eat them. I tell you, very, very tempting. Put a couple more on the plate here, just like so. Now what I like to do is take a spoon and get a little bit of this tomato, just to give a little color right over there. And it's given a beautiful flavor to this. Everything is caramelized really nicely in here. The sugars from the cinnamon and everything. Very good. And then I'll take just a little bit of fresh basil. Again, give it a chop like so, and right over the top. These are absolutely great, like I said, cocktail party, dinner, tapas party, tasting party, and I tell you the best part is when I tell my kids, guess what's for dinner? Lollipops. And they go, yes, 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 and they run to the table, they're there, the table is set, everything's ready, and then I serve these and they go, I thought you said we're having lollipops. And they go, we are lamb lollipops, my friends, dig in. And of course, the first reaction is, and then they eat a bite, they eat another bite, and they go, you know, I got to tell you, these are really good. So try that on your kids. At any rate, my lamb lollipops, all courtesy of Cole Foods, and I want to say l'chaim with our wine from kosherwine.com. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Remember, make these, take a picture, and post it up on my Facebook page, you know, and of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, baby. All right, l'chaim, and see you next time.